There is a terrifying financial shift happening deep inside Wall Street, and it has absolutely nothing to do with interest rates. If you want to understand the true architecture of global power, you do not look at what the government says. You look at what the banks accept as collateral. For the last century, the bedrock of the global financial system was real estate. If you wanted $1 billion loan, you backed it with physical land and concrete skyscrapers. But behind closed doors, that era has quietly ended. Over the last 24 months, elite financial institutions have quietly begun accepting a new form of Tier 1 collateral. They are issuing multi-billion-dollar debt facilities backed entirely by physical clusters of artificial intelligence computer chips. The banks have realized that an empty office building in Manhattan is a depreciating liability. But a warehouse filled with 50,000 GPUs is a limitless, intelligence-generating asset. The collateral of the global banking system has shifted from concrete to compute. To understand the magnitude of this shift, you have to understand the petrodollar. For 50 years, the United States maintained global hegemony because of a single, brilliant geopolitical agreement. The Middle East agreed to sell its oil exclusively in US dollars. If a nation wanted energy, they had to buy dollars first. But the architecture of global energy has changed. The sovereign wealth funds of the Middle East, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, are reading the exact same macroeconomic data that you are. They know the fiat dollar is being printed into oblivion. So they are actively demanding a new trade. They are pivoting their unimaginable wealth from US treasuries into sovereign compute. They are partnering with the tech leviathans to build massive, localized, nuclear-powered AI data centers in the desert. They are no longer just exporting oil for paper money, they are converting their raw energy directly into synthetic intelligence. The era of the petrodollar is slowly closing. The era of the compute dollar has begun. The crowd still thinks of NVIDIA or AMD as tech companies making graphics cards for software. The elite view them as the new central banks. In a post-AGI world, fiat currency is infinite and fundamentally worthless. But computational power, the ability to mathematically generate cognitive labor, is strictly finite. It is bound by the laws of physics, copper, silver, and energy. This makes compute the ultimate hard asset. Nation-states are no longer stockpiling chips just to run chatbots. They are stockpiling them in military-grade, subterranean bunkers because hashrate, raw computational power, is the new gold standard. If a country does not own its own sovereign compute, it will become entirely subservient to the corporations and nations that do. You will rent your intelligence, your defense, and your economy from the leviathans. You are living through the largest re-platforming of global wealth in human history. We are moving from a system backed by the promise of politicians to a system backed by the thermodynamic proof of compute. So how do you position yourself? You do not hold the depreciating paper of the old system. You hold the hard assets that the new system requires to exist. The machine cannot print its own energy. It cannot conjure physical copper or highly conductive silver out of a neural network. It requires massive, heavy, physical reality to function. As the leviathans fight the sovereign hash rate war, you must own the physical infrastructure they are desperate to consume. Stop watching the political theater. Watch the flow of capital into the server farms. Adapt your portfolio. Stay quiet. Stay ahead. Because